This is my BMW 535i. And this is the cheapest catless downpipe on the internet for this N55 car. Alright guys, so Alright guys, so if you're familiar with the channel at all, you know I do everything on a budget that I can. I don't get crap sponsored, hardly ever. And I even wrote to this company and they didn't even respond. But link will be in the description below for this. This is actually from SSN. I don't remember what it stands for. They didn't give me a deal, so I don't care. But this was after the coupon code, $10 coupon code that I managed to find online. This was $131. If you compare this to a VSRF or VRSF or whatever the brand is, it's a lot cheaper. Is it the best quality? I mean, it's cheaper for a reason, right? Probably not, but I can't afford their prices to put on my daily. So now this is going to be crazy because I already have the mufflers deleted. So you know, when I did my 335 with the N54, yeah, it was super loud because I mean there's just nothing to restrict it anymore. This still has the mid resonators on it, so hopefully it won't be too crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing up in the air, take the inspection pan off or undercarriage tray or stupid piece of plastic, so we can get to it. But first, we should probably unplug the O2 sensors. Yeah, she's dirty, but underneath of this foam here, this foam mess, that's where they're at right there. So you can't mess the plugs up, so unplug it, let them hang down, and I mean literally the downpipe's right there, so it won't be too tough to get these back up either. Before I get too far ahead of myself, you're gonna need a downpipe gasket from the turbo to the downpipe. And mine has 173,000 miles on it, so pretty sure I'm gonna bust the clamp taking it off. So I picked up a clamp too. Links are in the description below. I did not get these from ECS Tuning because they just wanted too much for shipping. Yeah, so I eBayed one and I Amazoned the other. So like I said, links in the description below. Let's get these 8 mils off. Alright, so I took this tray off for the back on the driver's side that came kind of over here too. I'm already regretting not buying that clamp because that doesn't look like it's gonna come out of there very easy. And then my downpipe, wow, I mean the clamp doesn't look bad, but I'm gonna hit these with some PB and let them sit. Alright guys, so the bottom bolt that holds it in place that you're gonna need to reuse with the aftermarket cat or downpipe, mine broke right off. And then there's another one that's a bear to get to. This is how I had to get to it, a 13 mil 6-sided. You don't want 12. You'll spin right off of it. I tried impact stuff first, but you can't get enough of an angle. So then the swivel and then a couple of extensions, and I loosened it first with my ratchet and then spun it off slowly with this, but it's tight. There's the broken stud. So basically when I get this down and out of the way, I will most likely, I mean you can replace this, you can order a new one, but I'll probably just drill it out and then I'll just use a bolt and a nut and keep it in there that way. But that other one, man, I can't even really, here. It's right there. With the power of editing, I will do my best to show it to you and zoom in. But let the PB blaster soak. So now I gotta get the V-band up there. And yeah, hopefully, I mean, that one doesn't look terrible. So here we go. So it's all learn as you go, right? Nobody online really does a very detailed job of explaining how to do this. Well, I took the front under tray off, and then you've got this metal one. So I'm gonna take this metal tray off and then I'll be able to access that stuff a lot easier. Yeah. Well, you live and learn, right? So now I've got all this area, and I can see how bad my oil pan gasket's leaking and my rear main seal, and you know, 173,000 miles I need to do rod bearings anyway. So now I can reach that V-band a lot better. Can we say Amazon return? Yes. I'm so happy that came out. Way better than the N55 on it anyway. All right. It's just getting this sucker loose enough to actually pull it out. Give her some Love's taps, I guess. Of course that sensor's clipped in somewhere. Of course it is. Almost got it though. Oh. Ooh. Woo. Smells like trash, man. All right. Oh, Germany. All right. So now I gotta transfer these O2 sensors. That's gonna be probably a little difficult, so I'm gonna hit them with PB and let them sit. That's the new one. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. Nothing like a little PB. All right. All right, guys. Well, that was a complete pain in the butt. That's the rear, that's the front. This thing did not work. It just jumped over it. So I took it over to the vise, put it in the vise, and used this guy. And the back one came out harder. So just so you know, obviously make sure you remember which one goes where. I think the torque spec on these is 50 Newton meters or something like that, but I've never torqued them. I've just tightened them down. I think 50 Newton meters is a lot anyway, but whatever. All right, we're in business. I got the old gasket out, and just use a little pick tool, pull it out. Everything looks clean. So what I've read online is it's the most difficult part is going to be getting that V-band clamp back on there. I intend on putting it on the front of the downpipe so I can hopefully just slide it up there, but we'll see. All right, well, there's the bracket with the stud that I broke. There are two E18s, and then pull them out, and then now I'm gonna grind this down, drill the hole out, and make it so I can put a quarter 20 through there. There we go. Quarter 20 will fit on the back side there, and I mean, I should just clean it up and weld it on there, but no, I want to struggle when I put this thing back together. So there you guys go. You can order a new bracket if you want, keep it as OEM as you can, or you can do something like this. Like I said, you could also weld that right to it, make it stay in place, but no, all good for me. All right, we got our modified bracket back on there with a hole in it. Next, we got our eBay gasket. So that bad boy gonna fit in right there, and this thing is 13 Newton meters. Now the N54 downpipes, you do this, you tighten them to a certain Newton meter, you loosen them, and then you tighten them to another Newton meter, and it's not a lot at all. This one, from what I found in the forums, it's just 13 Newton meters. So that's what I'm gonna do once I get this V-band back on. So bracket's modified, gasket is in, the O2 sensors are in. I guess it's time to put this bad boy up there and hope it fits. Hope she fits really good, because I gotta slide it into the exhaust tube first. You wiggle it around in there, get it to go, and then you can kind of manipulate it side to side as you need. There we go. Obviously you want to be careful not to bang up your connection up here. That was fun. I took advantage of having this hand on this O2 sensor while I really just tried to do this one-handed and twist and turn it to get it to lay flat on the flange, and then really struggled for a good 5 minutes to get the V-band on there. And then once I got it on and the bolt just started, then I took this and I turned it to where this was lined up. So now I'm going to take my 13 mil, snug that down until I know it needs the torque wrench, and I will, that's the most important part about lining up, so I'm going to torque that first, and then I'll mess with the rest of this. Here is where we're at. I'm using the old clamp. Might have to replace it, but for now I'm not. Got my little bracket all tightened up. Good luck getting a torque wrench up there. It's fun. If this was further down to the left, it would have been a little easier. Would have given myself a little bit more room. But right now, before I button all this up, I want to check for leaks. So I'm gonna drop it down, plug in the O2 sensors, start it, and then lift it back up. All right, this isn't gonna be a cold start because I've driven the car today already, but it will be the first start with only the mid resonator in. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I deleted the mufflers and now there's no cat. So, oh, I gotta plug in the O2 sensors, yikes. All right, now here we go. Man, I think we're good. I think we're golden. All right, she appears to be all done. So get this bad girl down and get it off of the lift and see how it sounds. All right, so before I can really do anything with this, or before I want to do anything with this, I got to get on the MHD flasher and reflash the tune on here for aftermarket downpipes. That way it's going to adjust everything and it should run the way it's supposed to. So for me, I always do, so I'm going to do stage 2 plus, and then I'm going to do multi-map. So we have 93 octane here in Michigan, but then I run E30 in both of my BMWs. We have that too. You don't even have to mix it, it's just E30. So, all right, so the flash is done. Wait 30 seconds, and then I turn the ignition on, and my E30 maps are 3 and 4. So I need to hold set, and then select my map that I want, and I'm gonna select map 4, hold set again, there. That'll be on the correct map when I go and start it. All right, guys, well, the cold start is super loud. I think on MHD you can do a cold start noise reduction. So I'll look at that, but it sounds super good. I'm very happy with this. Man, it sounds good. And then when I am not in sport mode, it's pretty quiet. So I'm super happy with this. Like I said, I will put the link in the description below. This was not sponsored. I wish it was, but for $131 after the coupon code, which I think it was new 10. So if you've never ordered from that website, use coupon code new 10. That's what I used. Yeah, see if it still works. So yeah, all right, I'm super happy with this. Now I get to sell my stock cat and make the money back. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I try and do everything on a budget, so. Oh yeah. just sounds so good. All right, until we meet again, guys. Later.